The fighter, who is predicted to be a potential successor to Conor McGregor, Ian Garry, seemed to react to Quinton Jackson's comments. Quinton Jackson some time ago named Ian Garry as one of the fighters who refused the offer to appear on his podcast. On one occasion, the former UFC light heavyweight champion said that Garry seemed afraid of his personal life being made fun of on his podcast. Ian Garry has recently become a topic of conversation because of problems with his love life. This fighter was ridiculed because he reportedly accepted the ex-husband of his wife, who currently works as his nutritionist and lives under the same roof as him. It seems like this issue is what made Jackson suspect that Garry didn't want to appear on his podcast. Jackson's suspicion apparently reached Ian Garry's ears. The Irish fighter then reacted quite sharply to the man also known as Rampage Jackson. Ian Garry explained that he was reluctant to appear on Jackson's podcast not because he was afraid but because he didn't like Jackson's bad things about him. He talked about how I turned down his podcast because I was afraid of being made fun of. I had my **** on Monday, said Garry. Within 4 days, I was on his podcast, and he called me a jerk. You believe the bullshit and lies that are on other podcasts. Imagine running a podcast and not knowing who your next guest will be. Imagine if you were that stupid, then appeared on the show, The MMA Hour, and talked about it, said Garry, who brought up what Jackson said to him on the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani. But I'll tell you one thing, you definitely won't invite me now because you're a fool who talks about crazy things. Good luck. Take care of yourself. I wish you the best, he explained. Garry's statement could certainly divide public opinion and cast doubt on the truth of what Jackson said.